Good evening, glory, hallelujah to you. What the heck's your story? What's going through you? This is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk show. Make no mistakes about it. I'm your host, Pat Renwick, and we're back. Bass Galaxy, we are back in the saddle again. Hello. Give it up for you, Bass Galaxy. You're the reason. You and the fish. You and this beautiful fish we chase. My goodness gracious. It's been a long time since we rock and roll, but we're back. We are back and excited to bring you in stray cast fashion. Wow. I got super excited. Almost took the whole karate chop the whole desk. In stray cast fashion tonight, we have the champs from the first two Elite Series Derbs. We have Tyler Rivet. Give it up for Tyler Rivet. Yeah, that's right. Coming on. And Joey Cifuentes the third, the cowboy. Yeah, come on, Bass Galaxy. Make some noise. I like it. I like it loud. That's right. Whole dang month we've been gone. So we're going to go wild tonight. And guess what? That's not all. We got the General Larry Nixon coming on tonight, too. Little general discussion with our champs. Yes. Amazing. Well, the Stray Cast Wednesday show has been gone for a month. Gallivanting is a word. That's a word my parents use when I'm around and out. So anyway, we've been out gallivanting, but the Into the Great Wide Open show has been kicking butt. Give it up for Brad Leitner and Jamie Bruce. And, of course, Andrew Ellenberger production, Ginger Ninja production, on that deal. Good luck to them as they go into the Great Wide Opens. The season opens tomorrow. Good luck to all our horses in the race on the Opens tomorrow. And also, Nolan Miner, amazing job on the kayak show. The Pedal Pirates, great job with the show there, Nolan. Holding the fort down. And, of course, Andy producing the heck out of that. With no further ado, Bass Galaxy, give it up for the best gosh dang producer in the galaxy. He's right on the head, like a producer should be. It's Andy Ellenberger, and he's a Ginger Ninja. Hi, Ninja.
How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Are you glad to be back, Andy?
Yeah.
At the live show?
Well, I mean...
Are you feeling stressed?
No.
Don't feel stressed.
Not at
I'm
all.
a little anxious.
We've been doing shows.
I know you have. You've been back. I just been. You can tell I have the Waterland sunglasses marks on my eyes permanently. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But dude, Andy, I'm happy to be back. This is what we do, man. We're a bass fishing talk show, bud. and you had the general calling you today.
That's right.
Saying, what time you need me, old son?
Uncle
I
Larry.
mean, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. But, hey, Andy, we got to remind everybody, JR, Old Rock and Show Fantasy, he's back tonight, too. Give it up for the Rock and Show Fantasy, JR Ewing.
Oops.
Who's ha? What was that? Give it up for the Rock and Show Fantasy on the chat board. How do we do that? That's how that goes.
Uh-oh.
What happened, Andy?
I don't know. Something broke.
Something broke.
Yeah.
Something broke in the Bass Galaxy. But anyway, hey, get this. Not one, not two, but 3 like and share prizes tonight. Get that, Andy. 3 like and share prizes. Pretty amazing. Here's all they got to do. Guess what? Guess what it is, Andy?
What?
Like and share the live Facebook feed for a chance to win 3 times. Come on. Come on. All right, we got no. Where's our studio audience? It exlavacated.
It broke.
All of a sudden, something exlavacated. Well, anyway, Andy, just stay with me here. Stay with me here. It's 3 chances to win tonight. Like and share the live Facebook feed. First off, we have a prize pack, or actually, it's 2 prize packs from the good people over at Pure Fishing. One being the Abu Garcia Cowboy Pack, and that is a Revo X Reel. Come on, a Revo X Reel is going down. All you got to do is like and share the live Facebook feed. That's a Revo X spin reel. And that's what the Cowboy used. That's Seminole to win. There's our studio audience. Good job, Andy. You're good in a pinch, aren't you? Hey, Andy, get this. Now, Berkeley is also going to give a little prize pack because even though that Tyler is not necessarily, whoa, I like it, not necessarily partnered with Berkeley, one of his besties, Hank Cherry, and prayers to the Cherry family, by the way, his besties, Hank Cherry, give him some stunners, and he went and won a derb on it. That's right. So Berkeley's giving away the Stunner Pack. The Stunner Pack. That's right. Like and share the live Facebook feed. Berkeley Stunner Pack. And also the Abu Garcia Revo X spin reel. Now get this. Of course, we're back after a month hiatus. There's one more. And this one, Andy, is the real deal, if you know what I mean. You with me, Andy? Are you with me? Speak with me, Andy. The one, the only Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey. But not yet with fulls. But they're giving away the third like and share. All you got to do is like and share the live Facebook feed. And you got a chance to win 3 prizes tonight. It's that easy. It's that simple. This is where the stars of the Bass Galaxy come to shine. Win prizes, too. Hey, that's that. That's that. 3 like and shares right there. Now, Andy, get with me, man. Talk with me, Andy. Oh, are you on a ground control to Major Tom right now? Are all circuits on? All right. So I got to say some thanks. I got to give some thanks and praise for the time that we had, that I was out there gallivanting. First and foremost, had a great time in Florida with my bud Seth Fighter out there. Seth and I ran around for a little while. I got to see, I'll tell you this, firsthand, the Impulse Lithiums. Like, beat the snot out of the things. The batteries just got beat and kept on going. And it's cool to witness that firsthand. And cool hanging out with Seth out there. Then I went and hung out with Matthew for a while. Matt and Garrett out there. And Alec Morrison. Garrett Rockamore. That was fun out there. Thanks hanging with those guys. And then, boom, with the Johnsons. Now, get this. This is why I'm telling you this. I was hanging out with Corey, Chris, and Lynn, the Big Bass Slayer. And I got to see the Power Pole trolling motor for the first time. Yes, guffaw. The Power Pole trolling motor for the first time ever. I got to see it. And it's amazing. And guess what? Available for dealer orders March 6th. That's coming up. That's like a few days. March 6th. Dealer orders for the new Power Pole Move trolling motor. In a seminar last night about it. It was amazing. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. All right. Hey, I'm moving along. Boom. Uncle Larry Outdoors. Thanks, guys. Had a cool time with you guys out there in the cow pastures. Just loving life. You guys are amazing out there. Amazing. Hey, family in South Florida, Peacock Bass, thank you so much. I'm going through this. This is like a Grammy Award show. I won an EGOT for crying out loud. I got to give praise. An EGOT. I feel like is everything okay, Andy? Nod at me if everything is okay, and when you're able to rejoin me in this beginning of this broadcast. Tell me when you're clear and loud.
Go ahead.
There's Andy. All right, Andy, you're back.
Yep.
Okay, so get this, Andy. So we're out there in the Great Wide Opens, but not fishing the Great Wide Opens, in South Florida, catching pretty good-sized peacock bass. You ever caught peacock before, Andy?
Never.
But here, let me tell you. The deal with this is I got to beat up some tackle in a couple of your favorite weapons, Andy. The Zilla smashed it up, and Xenons smashed them up on giant peacocks. And I say smash good way. They handled it.
Yeah.
They handled it, bud. So just know that bless you. Yeah. That those weapons of your choice that you're handling the smallmouth with so eloquently.
Sometimes.
Yes, handle the peacocks as well. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad you got everything under control.
We're good.
I felt lonely for a second there. Andy, you know the people at BASS are amazing, and they treated the stray casts amazing there. I mean, I can't tell you. Ladies of Bass, thank you so much. The anglers that I was paired with, it was a dream come true. Our friend John Cox, Brandon Palaniuk, Larry Nixon, got to spend the day on the water with the General. Just something I'll never forget. A crankbait lesson from David Fritz, a day I'll never forget. And a day on the water with my hero, Rick Clunn. A day I'll never forget. Bass, thank you so much, and thank you, Ray Scott, for making opportunities like this available to a guy like me. To any one of you, this can happen. Sign up for the Marshall Program. Sign up for the Marshall Program. You have the opportunity to fish with the top-tier bass fishing professionals in the world. Any one of you, sign up for the Marshall Program. The magic can happen. It's that cool. That's what I'm saying. Thank you again to everyone at BASS. You made this, felt like a 10-year-old for 2 weeks. I don't know what else to tell you. It's pretty dang amazing. I still got thanks for the EGOTs going. I won an EGOT, and I got to give thanks. Hey, also great to see all the Straycast viewers out there that came and said hi at the events. It's cool. I felt the love. And Justin Baker, thanks for the amazing vintage bass belt buckle. And all the people that signed up for the Half a Spot official app. That was pretty cool to run into you out there as well. And a lot of people were not necessarily sipping on the gin and juice, but they did take their whiskey home, if you know what I mean. And that means it's time. Ah, yes! Back by popular demand. Taking their whiskey home, it's Luke Foley and the Whiskey Gypsette. Courtney, what's going on? Tin Cup Whiskey returned. I love it. How are you? It's great to see you.
Good seeing you. I missed you.
I missed.
I can't see you. Where are you at, Pat?
Yeah, we can't see you on the screen.
Oh, you can't see me? I'm
No.
super.
There he is.
I'm super tan. Look how tan
Yeah,
I
you
am.
are.
Yes.
And you're home, too.
Looks
Yes,
like you're
I'm-
having a heck of a time down there.
Oh my goodness gracious! Hey, I was with Clunn. I was with Fritz
Yeah,
and
That's
Nixon.
awesome.
Yeah, you know how I felt like a 10-year-old. You know that.
How was that?
I mean, we ain't gonna get into it now. It's amazing. We'll do a whole show on this sometime. And wait till
That'd be great.
I have so much cool stuff to release too. When I get around to it. That's what my grandpa always used to say. You better get around to it. And then one time he handed me something for Christmas, and it was actually just a round piece of wood, and it said "round to it." And he said, "Here's your round to it. Now you better get to it, old son." You know what I mean?
That's
That's
deep.
pretty great.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That makes you think.
I like it.
That makes you think.
Well, I missed you guys, and I'm happy that the Tin Cup whiskey duo here, this dynamic
Yeah.
couple, is back.
What's your question?
And so, did you drive from Florida to Hot?
Oh, I drive all the time. I'm a.
So you drove right past our house,
Yeah, did you feel my presence?
but
We did.
Yeah,
We
I
did.
could
We
tell.
felt this
Yeah,
presence.
I could tell. Yeah, I just go. You know what I mean? Like
you
I'm.
just stopped and said hi.
Well, you should have invited
They
me.
invited me. They invited me to go.
Yeah, I invited Luke to go to Florida and hang out.
I should have gone. I was kicking myself.
Yeah, you messed up, bud.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You guys were having a heck of a time.
Yeah, it was good. Why can't I hear Courtney? She keeps saying it's like a Japanese movie right now.
I don't know what she's doing. You can't hear you?
I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, I think it's when everyone's talking, it's cutting her out. But hey, Foles, it's good to have you both back. And hey, it's fishing season, man. It's bassing season.
Yeah.
Where everybody's back, ready to rip, including you.
Yep.
Are you Durbin at all this year, bud?
Yeah, regional's going to be at Ozarks this year for Indiana, so I'm going to focus on the BFLs, and I've done a lot of other things these last 3 or 4 years, and I'm really going to focus on my fishing this year, and because I want to make that regional, and I want to make the All-American.
There
So
you go. I like
that's
your
my
style.
goal this year. So yeah, I'm definitely derbying this year. It is above everything.
And my prediction is that you will have a jig tied on 98% of the time.
It's going to be quite a bit. It's gonna be,
You know the lingo
when
now.
I head to Missouri. So, yeah. He put some spinnerbait blades on the other day. I learned how to do that.
You got her changing blades. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Skirts off, like
You
make
trimmed
a whole-
them. You trimmed.
the skirt.
Wait till you see the
Trimmed.
David Fritz video I have of him changing blades and look at you, blades and crankbait split rings with a pocket knife. Pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
Yeah. I said, you use a pocket knife, huh? He said, is there any other way to do it? That was his answer. So, Foles, we got the first 2 champs of the
Yep.
year for the Bassmaster Elite Series. We
Yep.
got Tyler coming on and the Cowboy. And
Yeah.
the General is coming on tonight.
Oh, that's great.
What in the gosh dang heck is going on here? Oh, and the General is coming on tonight. So 3 champions in essence tonight. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you were thinking long and hard this whole month about Tin Cup Whiskey Words of the Week. You and Courtney both have a whole spreadsheet, right, of
Yeah.
Stray Cast Tin Cup Whiskey Words of the Week now. Since you had the
Absolutely. We've been tossing them back and forth over dinner every night.
So what do you think we should do on the first show?
This one's easy.
What do you got?
It's going to be something live scope or forward facing sonar with the way those 2 guys won that.
There you go. Or
I
Periscope.
think that's just the way it is.
Our Periscope. Yeah,
So, yeah.
absolutely. Hey, so yeah, anytime you hear the word forward facing, live scope, Periscope, any of that, take a sip and sip responsibly. Hey, and remember, it doesn't have to necessarily be the Tin Cup Whiskey. It could be an ice cold Coca-Cola. It could be a lemon water. Or, of course, a cool, refreshing Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey. The official brown liquor of bass fishing, ain't it, Luke Foley?
Yeah.
There it is. And Han Solo. He even drinks it, too. See that?
He is awesome.
Hey, 3 like and shares tonight. Foles, you're giving away a Tin Cup Whiskey swag bag pack signed by Courtney.
Okay.
So he says, okay. And Berkeley's get this though, Foley and Courtney, you're eligible for this. Berkeley's giving away a handful of stunners that Tyler used to win the derp, and Abu Garcia is giving away a Revo X spin reel that the Cowboy used. All you got to do is like and share the live Facebook feed. Everybody's got a chance to win. What do you think about that?
All right.
What do you think about that?
Those are some nice prizes right there.
Hey, and Foles, wait till you see the power pull trolling motor. Wait till you
yeah?
see. Yeah, and I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Red Fritz Side 5 clicker, Omnia Fishing, David Fritz secret bait. Don't tell anybody.
All right.
Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Anybody.
All right. With that being said, hey, you want to put the power poles down? You want to get the party started?
Let's put them down.
Let's do it. Let's power pole down for pleasure. We're coming back with Bassmaster Elite Series champions, Joyce Cifuentes III and Tyler Rivet. Let's do this. Season 8 continues. Don't go anywhere. Coming right back.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good to see you, too. Missed you.
Good seeing you. Miss you too.
Come on, man, let's roll. What the?
To catch the fish, you need to be one with the fish.
With PowerPole shallow water anchors, you'll get the ultimate in precision, power, and control so you can catch more fish. No face paint or phony fins necessary.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man, and the mountain, and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain whiskey.
Want to know the difference between power bait and other soft plastics? Ask the fish. Berkeley scientists have. Thousands of flavors tested on thousands of fish. Natural. Man-made. Every bait that's ever hit the water. No matter the shape, size, or color, power bait is the only one that is scientifically proven. Fish bite and will not let go.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, technology. Gotta love it.
I heard.
What's up, Tyler?
God bless you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's been a long time since we rock and rolled. Very appropriate that we bring back yes, couple of champions right here. Hey, the gun show's right here. The Cowboys got a gun show. Tyler Rivet. The beach is that way, buddy. Give it up for Bassmaster Elite Series champions Tyler Rivet and Joey Cifuentes III, the Cowboy. Yeah. Welcome to Stray Cast, guys. This is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk show. I hope you know that. Welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, man. Good to have you back, Tyler. And Cowboy, welcome to this show filled with shenanigans for the first time ever, bud.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to be here and appreciate you having me.
And first and foremost, gentlemen, congratulations on your victory. Old Blue, you have conquered the largemouth bass and brought home Old Blue. Amazing. You've conquered the Florida strain largemouth bass, boys. That's a big deal. Yeah, everybody says, man, if we can only get through Florida, you know, boy, you guys got through it. You know what I mean? Florida, Georgia line. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So major accomplishment. Congratulations, boys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Big. Now, where are you at, Tyler?
I'm at my house.
You're at your house? You're all perched there with Old Blue. I see Old Blue in the
I
background.
need a bigger deal now. I wasn't expecting to have something like that. So
Yeah, build a big shelf and just plan on winning a bunch more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, and Cowboy, that looks like a very familiar setting. I think the last time we did a show with Larry Nixon, he may have been in that same location.
Yeah, so we there's a little group of guys that we all meet with. I used to come every Wednesday night, and since I kind of had a family and kids now, I don't come as much. But we're kind of celebrating tonight the victory, and
Yes.
so got Larry's just on the other side over here, kind of hanging out with all the guys, and I'm in here on our buddy's boat, and I brought the trophy. We've been taking pictures and hanging out, having a good time.
They're so proud of you, I'll bet. I mean, that's awesome, man. You come back to the boys club with the trophy from the hunt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty
Yep.
cool, man. Well, hey, we're gonna bring Larry on a little later, and we're gonna have a little get this. Watch, I'm doing quote marks for those listening tomorrow on the podcast. General discussion. Get it? We're gonna do that. Hey guys, but thank you. Drum roll, please. Good job, Tyler. But hey, I got to tell you guys, in true Stray Cast fashion, we got to warm up a little bit. You know, I haven't done a show in a month, so you guys have been bassing for a month. I've been following the Elite Series around and messing around in Florida, so I got to practice a little bit, and so I thought that in true Stray Cast fashion, we'll just hypnotize you guys. Is that were you guys ever been hypnotized on a bass fishing talk show before?
Never.
I'm sure you've done a few talk shows since you have become victors, I'm sure, but never been hypnotized, you're telling me.
not yet.
Oh, okay.
Down for
Are you cool with this?
Why not? Yeah.
Okay. Now this rock right here, can you see this? This is given to me by Pedro Fighter. This is the official lucky. That's the person that spawned Seth. And this rock has magical powers, and I'm about to hypnotize you guys with it. So follow the rock from the portal. Follow the rock. Can you see this, gentlemen? Can you see this? Follow it. We're bringing you way back. It's going to be super generic white bread type questions. White bread like Sammy Sosa, Michael Jackson type questions. Ready? Way back. Okay. Way back. Now, I want you guys to think about your first bass you've ever caught. Think about it. Keep it in your head. First bass you ever caught. And think about the feeling that the first bass gave you. Okay? Keep going. Keep it going. There's more. There's more. Now I want you to think about the first tournament you guys ever won. And the feeling that the first tournament victory gave you. Okay? Are you with me? And now I want you to think about live scope, periscope, forward facing. Now with the sound of the shotgun, you're gonna come out of hypnotization. Is that a word? Hypnotization. There it is. Boom. Gentlemen, Bass Galaxy, welcome Bassmaster Elite Series champions, Tyler and the Cowboy. Welcome to the show, guys. You don't know it, but I just hypnotized you. Don't tell anybody. All right?
That was a ride.
All right. So I want to start with you, and there's a reason for this. You'll see what I'm doing here. But Tyler, you had some time to think about this. Tell me about the first bass you ever caught and the feeling it gave you. The first bass. I know this is so generic, but think about it. The first one you ever caught and the feeling it gave you.
I think I was perch fishing with my grandpa, and under the cork, just had the worms out, and it was crazy. I actually had about a little 6-inch bass on, and when I was reeling that one in, I had about a 4-pounder come up and eat that bass off and I caught both of them all hooked up on one.
How ironic. He's pan fishing. Get this, Cowboy. He's pan fishing, And then he stumbles into a big old bucket mouth. And then fast forward a bunch of years, and he's pan fishing again for some old sockle eyes. And then he gets himself into $100,000 worth of bucket mouths. You know what I mean? So see, there's a little connection there, isn't there? Isn't there, Tyler?
That's right. Scary part was I found the same thing at Seminole. I went out and caught some sockeye. So
you almost became a champ. I gotcha. Now think about the feeling that bass gave you. Think about the feeling. What's a word you could use to describe it?
Back then, probably supper.
Supper. Okay. Hey, whether you know it or not, the bass now are supper as well. I mean, it all equates to dinner on the table. You know what I mean? You know?
Nowadays, the more I hook, the less other people get to catch and keep. So that's how I look at it.
Okay, I like it. I like your style. True hunter out there. Hey, Cowboy, think about that one. The first bass you ever caught and the feeling it gave you.
Yeah, so the first bass I ever caught was I grew up in Florida, and my grandma lived on a lake, a small lake right there in Central Florida. And when I was a kid, I'd go and dig up mussels. I don't know if you guys know mussels, and you break them open, you get the meat out of them, and I put them on a hook and on a bobber, and I remember throwing it out there and catching. I don't remember what size bass it was. It didn't matter, but I thought it was a giant. And but that's kind of my first remembrance of catching a bass, doing that in Florida.
And in essence, it was kind of finesse fishing, your specialty. You were just using Japanese plastic mussel imitations.
Yeah.
But I don't know, whatever. But I mean, that's the whole thing, and that's what got you into it and hooked. And how'd you feel catching those fish at that time? How'd it make you feel?
You know, I mean, you're a kid. You just, I mean, even now though, but you're just super excited and I don't know. I mean, it got you all pumped up, and it was really cool. I don't know.
And you just wanted to catch more fish again right away, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I felt. Whenever I caught my first bass, I just wanted to catch more fish immediately. There's something about it. And then you guys evolved into tournament fishermen, right? I mean, it's kind of like a progression, I guess, that took place in your guys' lifetime of bassing, but tell me about the first tournament you ever won, Tyler. Like the time, I don't know, not necessarily a BASS. You know, I don't care. Club Derby, Tuesday nighter, whatever.
Oh yeah. The first one I won was actually with my buddy Quinn. It's a yearly tournament we fished every year. It's just called like the Basstastic Classic. It's my uncle actually.
The Basstastic Classic. That's outstanding.
It's I've been always tried fishing it when I was younger, and you just had to be so old to drive the boat, and we finally got of age to drive, and we ended up winning and having the biggest weight ever. We had 24 something down here.
Nice.
Or I think it was a little more than that. So the win was pretty awesome. And then at that same time, I was going to Nichols to college, and it was just one of those deals where I started the team over there. And after that, just that feeling of winning and then winning local tournaments, I was like, man, I don't want to go anywhere and not fish a tournament. So it just got me addicted when I started winning, and I hate not winning, you know.
Especially now, once you really tasted this blood now, oh boy. Oh yeah. Unreal. How about you, Cowboy? Tell me about those first Durban days.
I was trying to think about the team tournaments I fished with my buddy here on our local lake on Greers Ferry, but I don't know that we ever won a tournament. But we had a lot of, top 5 finishes, stuff like that. But the first tournament that I can think of that my first win was a BFL, and it was on Lake Dardanelle in Arkansas. And, just a one-day weekend tournament. But man, that was awesome. It was me in the front of the boat doing it myself, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, just more thrills. It's more thrills. Bassing is it seems to be the thrill that keeps us all coming back, the drive. Now, here's the last part. Get this. Get this, Tyler. The periscope, the forward facer, the live scope equals millions of dollars in the bank. All right? Think about that. That's a big thought. Think about that, cowboy. The periscope equals millions of dollars in the bank. You guys are responsible for almost $250,000 of that right now in winnings, but millions of dollars. I'm talking club level. I'm talking every competitive level of professional angling. Millions of dollars. And how long has that been out? How long has the periscope been out, Tyler?
At least I'd say 5 years.
Yeah.
Just like, and it was just always undercover. More than that, I'd say just it was kind of hidden for a while, like that hidden gem. You know, it was able to win classics on it. You were able to win the Elite Series on it up north, and just not many people were talking about it. And then once the word got out, that was it. And now the whole thing's a damn devil. So.
Just like Bobby Boucher says.
Oh, yeah. Mama says it's the devil.
Cowboy, when's the first time you ever remember getting to use that periscope?
Man, I'm trying to think. I really haven't been using it that long. I would say maybe 3 years ago, because I was kind of hesitant to start using it. To be honest with you, there was a lot of guys I was fishing with on the FLW tour that started using it, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to put that on my boat. But it was a little bit after it come out, when I started using it.
Yeah, and I mean, what an amazing tool that has been added to the arsenal of, or let's call it a weapon. What an amazing weapon that has been added to the arsenal of the top predators in bass fishing. Like, now you guys, you're the upper scale of the sport, and you've been handed just the sharpest knife that you can possibly use. And it keeps getting sharper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about that, bud. Opening it up. 200,000 periscope, first 2 derbs of the year. That's a big deal. Big deal. Now, here's the question. Tyler, what if there was no periscope? Would you have won without forward facing? You think that would there have been a blue trophy over your shoulder right now?
I wouldn't fished that spot for sure, because I would have never been looking at him that way, and I'd have just been up on the bank and doing what I normally do, just throwing a frog or punching it. And just so happened I backed out a little bit and was able to find him on that ledge sitting off of it. So I'm sure those fish were findable, but I would have never looked at it,
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
I did have a few other spots in the lake that I've never even got to go to that were actually good spots. And I know they did good because my buddies, the guys we stayed with, went there and they both cashed checks out of there. So,
dude, you were the smartest one. You won the tournament. You're the smartest guy there. That's all it comes down to. and you too, cowboy. I mean, would you? I know you had a little bit of history in that. What's it called, Silver Creek or Spring Creek area? And would you have been able to win that tournament without the forward facing?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't think so. But those fish, you probably could have, like, the old school 2D sonar and kind of like looking at them underneath you and dropping on them. But no, it wouldn't have been as I wouldn't have won by as many pounds as I did without it. There's no doubt.
I mean, blew it away. And you guys opened eyes. So your let's call them classmates, your peers, whatever. They're like, gosh dang, I better get better at this thing. I better sharpen my blade a little bit. You opened eyes, and that's a big deal. So again, congratulations to both of you guys for being the smartest 2 competitors in the field at each event. For real. You guys figured it out, and that's what it comes down to. So Yeah, it was pointless for me to hypnotize you. I just felt like doing that. I don't know why. I just did, just so you guys know. I just felt like doing that. I'm just rusty. I wanted to do that. Hey, but you've been doing a lot of podcasts and talk shows, I'm sure, both of you, since you've won, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you've been talking about this victory for every one of them, going through it in depth, detail by detail. But we do victory in a nutshell on Straycast, so we make it super, super painless for you, and then you just elaborate on it. Okay, so I'll tell you some key points. I'll basically break down the tournament, and then you explain it in your words. Does that sound fair enough, guys, and easy enough? And then we'll just go on to just have fun. That's all we're going to do after this. Right? I mean, not that this isn't fun. This is victory in a nutshell. This is me in a nutshell. See that? Right there. All right. Are you guys ready? Let's start with Tyler. You won the first event of the season. Sockeye fishing at Okeechobee in the river.
Oh, yeah.
Typical deal. I mean, you saw a bunch of crappie boats all lined up. Giant poles. Amazing. I mean, I was there. I saw it lined up and down the river, hundreds of them. You saw it, cowboy. Like, what the heck are all these people doing out there? Just waking them up. Johnny Cox is throwing giant wakes on them. They don't care. Catching sockeyes. It was a whole deal. All right, so you're out there. You found a typical, beautiful Florida pre-spawn setup kind of thing, Tyler. River, canal, typical deal. Staging deal in Florida. And you found some fish on the forward-facing periscope as you were sockeye fishing. All right? You broke it down. You figured out you had some quality fish in there. All right? You went back in the tournament. You prevailed, and you caught them on a bait that one of your besties gave you. Hank gave you some stunners, man. And by the way, all you got to do is like and share the live Facebook feed, and Berkeley's giving away stunners just because they're cool. Right, Tyler? That's it. And Hank's cool.
I'd say they're pretty cool.
Yeah, you can even win more. All right, you can even win more if you want, Tyler. So you can you like and shared this too, so you got a chance to win. It's that easy. But you won it on a stunner.
Mm-hmm.
And in a nutshell, the victory prevailed over 4 days. Your spot held up, and Okeechobee was a mean beast. It was like fishing in Japan. So many boats on top of each other. But you did it, bud. You did it. Is that pretty much the victory in a nutshell?
That's about it.
Yeah, so talk to me about it. Give me a little brief description of your victory then.
If you want it brief, going out the river, looking at my periscope, looking forward, seeing dots there. It was basically sight fishing, but without sight fishing. I was looking at them on a screen instead of looking at them with the eye, and I wasn't taking them off the bed, so
yeah,
same thing. I was catching them with the old jerk and snatch and snatch them in the live well, and we did it.
Hey, tell me about your jerkbait setup. What are you throwing that stun on?
So I'm with F5 rods this year, and this is the Ghost Code series.
Okay.
It's a 6'9" medium rod, and it's a fast tip, and it's super, super sensitive. That way, that whole week, I did not lose one fish on the jerkbait. If they had one hook in them, or if they had all of them, they did not come off. And that's the main key to almost winning a tournament is catching them all,
Yeah.
You only have so many opportunities.
For sure.
And, I was lucky enough to put them all in the boat, and it was because of that. And I had a SLX Shimano, just a 7.2-1 with a 15-pound P-line tactical.
If you're using 15-pound.
Yes, and I was using size 6 and size 4 owner stingers.
Oh wow. Okay. And what was tell me about the stunner.
Oh, it was a good one. It's a good one. It's it's not once Hank came out with it, and since we were roommates and stuff, I've always used it with him, and it gave us the idea. And now, like with Excite Baits, we're actually have a prototype coming out.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, it's just
well, Hank's was a prototype once too, so that's fine.
Oh yeah.
What was it? What color?
Knows.
What were you throwing? What color one?
The Stealth Shad.
Oh, the Stealth Shad. Yeah, that's a good one. Now the deeper one or the shallower one?
112 plus one.
Okay, the deeper one.
Yeah. Well, Hank actually says that one actually goes shallower. That bill is made to reflect off of wood and rock and stuff. And then the smaller bill is actually made to go deeper.
Is that true?
That's what he tells me.
Wow, did you hear that, Cowboy? I didn't know that. You knew that.
I knew that.
Wow. I just assumed that the deeper bill was like the, you know what I'm saying? Like the 110 plus and all that. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I like that. Hey, Hank Cherry knows a lot. That's why he's the champ. You know what I'm saying? He knows a lot. Hey, that's victory in a nutshell. You did it. Tyler, 5 years. This your 5th year.
This is my 5th year.
And you won a blue trophy. All right. And this guy, you almost champed it. You know.
I almost champed it, but somebody champed it.
But the cowboy, put a little something on that. And Cowboy, you had an amazing Seminole tournament. I mean, you won by not this much, but this much. I mean, that was an amazing tournament. Now, I'm going to give you a little straight cast bass fishing Elite Series victory in a nutshell. Are you ready?
Here.
You ready for this?
Here.
Now, I know you knew about you've been there to Seminole before, that derb that Latimer won for the FLW. You were at the FLW deal there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you knew a little bit about Seminole, and you had some history. You've been around the old Spring Creek. You knew some biggins lived there. So you just went out there and checked around and practiced, happened to stick you a couple biggins. And you're like, man, I think this is a good spot. And you're like, all right. And you're like, all right, let me try a big old jig. That ain't working. You're like, let me try a big old Texas rig worm. You know, I want to jack him. I got a cowboy hat on. I got an 8-foot heavy pool cue. I'm throwing a big old jig, and I'm throwing a 12-inch mag worm. And you're like, dang, this ain't working. So then you went down to the spin pole. Remember when I saw you at Okeechobee and I said, you're throwing a spin pole out there, cowboy? And you said, I ain't scared. That's exactly what you said. I ain't scared. And lo and behold, next derb, here you are. You finessed it with a little morning dawn. You brought a little Aaron Martins with you to this tournament, didn't you? I like your style. And lo and behold, you found some monster fish on the periscope just playing peekaboo on the big stumps. You know what I mean? They come out and they be peekaboo, cowboy, and then they go hide again. And then they peekaboo, cowboy, and then they hide again. And you're like, I got to make little pitches, and the finesse deal's a deal. And you figured it out, smashed them. 7.6 Fantista rod, Revo X reel, which, by the way, if you like and share the live Facebook feed tonight, the good people at Abu Garcia giving away a cowboy edition Revo X spin reel. Yeah, you hear that, bud? You hear that? You're big time. You're big time, cowboy. And you had some 12-pound good old trilene fluorocarbon line to land those fish by a landslide. How's that for a little cowboy victory in a nutshell? Did I kind of nail it or what?
I think you nailed it right on the head, baby. That was good.
I'm a bass fishing talk show host, so I kind of got to know what I'm talking about a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I mean? It's got to go a little bit goes a lot. But hey, add a little bit to that, bud. Give me your thoughts, your words.
Yeah. I mean, just fighting the timber in my boat. My boat's destroyed by the way. A bunch of my wraps coming off of it. Just trolling down through the trees, getting lodged on stumps all the time in trees, and having to rock the boat back and forth. But just panning around, and like it's just like I was hunting in the woods, man. I don't know, just kind
That's
of
awesome.
trying to find fish, and just looking at them on the live scope and pitching, making short little pitches to the fish, because you couldn't make a long cast because there's too many trees in between you and where you threw at. So you had to make short little pitches and just watching those bass, man, they just go right down to it, nose down on a drop shot. And some of them would eat it, a lot of them did, but some of them wouldn't. But, you may have to chase them around a little bit and pitch to them again if it was a big one. And, that's pretty much it. That's kind of how I did it.
Gotcha, man. And you went finesse. Like, that was so much of a key to your success. Wouldn't you say, from a bass fishing fan's observation, I would say that.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I tried to use the big line and stuff because I knew I was in such thick timber, and I knew there was a chance of me losing fish or them getting wrapped around trees, and I wanted to horse them out there. But for some reason, I couldn't get as many bites doing that, and so the finesse was just a confidence for me to make sure that I got keepers in the boat. So that's kind of why I went to finesse, and I got big bites doing it too. So it was kind of like a no brainer. I'm just going to finesse them.
How much time would you? I'm going to ask you this first, Cowboy, and then back to Tyler. How much time did you spend out there just periscoping and not fishing when you were out practicing?
Probably half of the practice I did it. I would say, like, out of the 3 days, I probably did it for a day and a half, and the rest of the time I went up the hooch and went up the Flint and did those things just to try them and check them, make sure I wasn't missing something.
Gotcha. And Tyler, at Okeechobee, how about you? I mean, I know you found them when you were doing the crappie deal, but then did you expand with the periscope and just start looking in practice?
No, it's just that first day.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that first little. I figured it was just a fluke. I didn't think it would happen in a tournament, and so I just went out to the lake the next 3 days or 2 days, and then Brock was getting on. He's like, "Man, you need to go back and try it." And I'm like, "Man, I don't know. I'm gonna just if I go there, and it happens, and it happens." But I wasn't expecting it to hold up, and that was the main deal. That's why I kept fishing the next 2 days and looking around in the lake and then like Moonshine and then South Bay and on the North Shore. I was just trying to find those little sweet spots. And if I'd have known I didn't need to go anywhere, I'd have just stayed at the house the next 2 days if I'd have known it happened like that. But you never know. And you always got to have the backup plans because you never know with that with the Elite Series because they could swap up on you the next day.
Hey, Plan A came together. That's all. Hey, that's all that matters, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all that matters. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, I want to run over a couple stats on you guys. And again, hey, let me say congratulations to both of you guys again. I mean, you hold the trophy. You did it your first year. Holy cow. Joey the rookie, freshman. You're freshman. Smashed it. Smashing old blue. Amazing. I want to go over a couple stats, and I think both of you guys are going to be impressed with yourselves when you hear this stuff. And you might not, I hope you don't even know this about yourselves, all right? So, Joey, we're going to start with you, Cowboy. Are you ready? This is your Bassmaster stats, all right? 13 derbs, 6 times in the money. That's all right, right? I mean, you're batting over 500. And you got an old blue in there. All right. Now get this. Andy, are you ready? Yeah. Now, Andy has probed Ronnie Moore. He's probed him hard. And he's got some information that you're not even going to believe here. And so far, Cowboy, in your 13 derbs, again, 6 times in the money, you've caught 372 pounds of bass. It's a lot, right? 372 pounds of bass. Now, you've won, thanks to the nice little check you just cashed, $149,262. That's pretty good. Give it up, Bass Galaxy, for 13 derbs. 149,000. Pretty good. Now, Andy, this is the info that Ronnie didn't want to give up.
Nope.
But, Andy, if we calculate this so far per pound, how much is each fish worth?
Per pound, and this is one of the highest that we've seen.
Yeah. Okay. So, Cowboy is raking it. Let's see.
It's $401.24 a pound.
You are averaging $21?
$401.
$401 a pound, Cowboy. Each bass you catch so far. A 4-pounder's a $1,600 fish.
Yeah. Don't lose it.
Yikes, Cowboy. That's amazing. What's he equaling per tournament? Did you get that from Ronnie?
It's 11,481.
Oh, out of 13 derbs, you're averaging 11K a derb.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing okay, Cowboy.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that's that's not bad at all. Andy, I lost. Oh, here's Tyler's. Get this. Tyler, you know how many Bassmaster, Bass Nation derbs you've fished? Guess.
48.
Well, close. 57.
Oh,
57. Now, you've been in the money. Dude, get this. You are a derber. Cowboy, get this. He's been in the money 45 out of 57 times. That's
Holy smokes.
that's a derber. That's a derber right there. Tyler Rivet. Again, the beach is that way, apparently. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, with that being said, in your this is 5 years. 5 years you've been at it. 57 derbs, 45 times in the money. You have caught 1,787 pounds of bass. That's a lot of LBs, bud. That's a lot. Now get this. You've won, again, thanks to your nice little paycheck, $440,675. Andy, what's that a pound? What's Tyler doing?
Tyler's per pound is 246 and 60 cents.
Still, wait, hold on. So a 4-pounder's worth $1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. What do you think about that, Tyler Rivet?
I like Joey's average more.
Give me a few more years. Give me a few more years like Tyler's 5. Probably go down.
So what's Tyler per derb? What's he per derb?
So per derb is 7,731.
You guys are derbers. I mean, amazing. Give it up for these guys. Top notch. Top notch. Derbers. Absolutely.
Got to cut the checks.
You're doing good. Hey, Cowboy, you got to be freaking out. I mean, because Tyler's been at this for 5 years. All of a sudden, your second derb in. Tyler's worst finish was, I think, 80th or something. Your worst is 13th. Wasn't that? What were you at Okeechobee? 13? Cowboy?
Finished 19th at Okeechobee.
Oh, close. I know it was something like that. But hey, still, not bad. What do you think? Are you freaking out, dude? Are you freaking out?
Yes, very much so. Going into the day, I was like, I can't believe Tyler didn't catch him the last day. I knew he was going to catch like 25 pounds or something, you know. So freaking out.
Yeah, and I mean, what a great decision to fish those 22 opens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, and Tyler, what was your year? 18?
What's that?
The year that? Yeah, was that 18?
18.
Yeah.
18 was the first year. I qualified in 18.
Gotcha. So think about this. Tomorrow, what do they call them now, guys? EQ what is it called? EQ qualifiers? What's the word? EQ. I don't know. But think about this. 9 events. The new opens begin tomorrow. You guys were there. Aren't you glad you got in when you did? Because it's fierce now. It's fierce, Cowboy. It's the Wild West.
Yeah, man. I'm so thankful to get in there when I did, for sure.
Yeah. Tyler, I mean, look at them tomorrow. These guys tomorrow are just tooth and nail, clawing at each other.
Mm-hmm. It's going to bring out the best of them too. And whenever they get in the Elite Series, when they qualify, they're going to know what's up because they are able to travel around and fish every part of the country exactly how we would be fishing for the Elite Series once they qualify. So they're going to know what's up, and they're going to be some good hammers too.
Heck yeah. And think of the hell, and I say that lightly, of trying to re-qualify for the Elite Series. Guys got like Bobby Lanes out there, Ish Monroe. I mean, that's a lot of pressure, right? I heard Kevin Van Dam's fishing tomorrow. That's fake news I just made up right now. It's true. But no, but I mean, think about that. Think about the pressure, guys. It's a lot of pressure. You've been there, and now it's more than ever. More than ever. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Hey Andy, what do you want to? Where you want to take this thing? You want to see if we can bring in some wise words of wisdom from a bass fishing legend. What do you say we start doing? What do we start to do a little bit of that? What do you think? These guys are. I mean, each fish they catch, each 4-pounder is $1,000 or $1,600. They already got that all dialed in, right? You guys are good there. Hey, what do you cut? Hey, Cowboy, what do you guys call that Wednesday night club you're at? Is there like a name for it?
Yeah, it's called Poker Palace.
The Poker Palace. And I like the sound of that, don't you, Tyler?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the Poker Palace. And then that's you, and you hang out with guys like, like this cat. Hopping in the boat right here. This is beautiful. If you could see this, it's the legend Larry Nixon. Heck yeah. Hopping in there with the champ, Joey Cifuentes III. And his mentor. And Tyler Rivet. What do you think? We got this is called the general discussion with the general. Isn't that clever?
That's it. That's that drum roll again. I would have never thought of that.
Larry, thank you so much for coming aboard. And hey, I know that that blue trophy sitting next to you, it inspires, doesn't it, Larry?
Yeah, it kind of pisses me off. I don't have one. It's already got one, and Tyler's got one. So someday, mate.
So, hey, man, it's in your grasp. And I know you don't want to piss off the general. I was on the water with you. I saw you got those bass were kind of making you mad. You're even saying Arkansas words I don't even know what they meant. Like piss on it and call it a dog. I don't even know what that means, but I loved it. It was amazing.
We're going to call the dogs and go home. But that fish together at Okeechobee was frustrating because there were so many locals in there, and they had 3 in the boat. And every time I looked up, somebody was reeling in a 4 or 5 pounder, and I was catching a 13-incher. So that really kind of frustrated me.
That's Florida. What else can you say? Hey, where's the cowboy? Did we lose? Is the cowboy there?
Yeah,
oh, there he is. Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. Okay, I thought we lost the cowboy.
Yeah.
Now that looks good. The both of you between old blue there. That's good stuff. There's 2 blue trophies, and a guy that's sitting here that has won everything in bass fishing. Everything in bass fishing you've won, Larry. I mean, that's pretty amazing accomplishment. It's and here's 2 guys. You got a rookie who happens to be a guy that you have inspired to achieve excellence, and then you have also inspired another gentleman here. It's his 5th year on the Elite Series to excellence, to win trophies. Larry, you're an inspiration to champions. How's that make you feel, man? You're sitting there as an inspirer.
Well, I guess that's the reason why I'm still out there trying. I'm just I'm 72. Yeah, I've still got the ability. I know I got the knowledge, but sometimes I'm a little bit slow about putting it all together. And I'm just glad that I can still be here for the young guys. That's all. That's what counts right now.
Man, I got to tell you that I had a chance to go around with you guys for the first 2 derbs. And I don't know how the hell you guys do it. Between practice and the event, that's a handful. I was exhausted. And Larry, you were not, I was way more tired than you, General. I don't know how you're doing it. I mean, that's amazing. People underestimate what it takes, especially in a back-to-back tournament, to go through this. Tyler, isn't it amazing that's even a thing? Like what you have to go through to fish these events?
It's crazy, especially when you make the top 10 cuts back-to-back on a back-to-back derby and no off days. It's just nonstop. And I mean, I'm 29, or I don't even know, 28.
He don't even know, Larry. He don't even know, Cowboy. Yeah. He just fishes and works out. He said no off days, just like the gym, just like Jersey Shore. He knows.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. It's just seeing like the old guys do it. It's like I'm hurting just from me doing it. Props to them. It's like I hope I could do it as long as they are doing it, because that's legends right there, and you just want to be in their shoes one day.
So how did you feel, Larry, after the first two events? How were you feeling about your return to the Elite Series?
Well, when I got home, I was really tired. Believe me, I was really tired. But, I feel good. The last couple of years has always took me 2 or 3 tournaments to really get fired up and get started. And, I got behind in the points, and that's no big deal anymore. I understand that. I'm hearing that right now to maybe help these guys along, and hopefully I can bring it back and make the classic. That's my whole goal for this whole year. And I know it's going to be extremely hard. These kids are way ahead of me, Pat. I'm going to tell you right now, they're way ahead of me. Joey pulled off some crap down there at Seminole that I have no earthly idea how he did it. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Look at him hug his
I
thing.
see him. He's just caressing that blue trophy. He's making love to it practically. I don't blame him. Look at him making out with the Microtopes Salmodus. I love it.
He can just kiss my butt. I'm going to hug him.
There you go. We all love that bass because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that fish, man. But, hey, Larry, they are fierce. These competitors are fierce, and you're seeing it, man. And there's a whole new player, Larry, that periscope. They're using the forward-facing periscope, Larry. I mean,
you really don't want to get me started on that, but that's part of it. I've been through all these changes in 44 or 46 years of tournament fishing. I've seen it all. Down scan, side scan, backward scan. Now we got forward-facing sonar. And that's just the way it is. I mean, nothing stays the same, and that's why this sport is so great. And it's up to me to learn how to use that. And it's really hard for me to abandon the things that I've done for 40-something years and start over. Really, really hard. And so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just go on down the road and have a good time and do the best I can. And if Joey does well, then golly, maybe I've done something good for this sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And he is doing. I know how proud you are of Joey there for his victory. But on the bright side too, Larry, like, hey man, you got a pretty good. You've done plenty to inspire Joey over the years. So if you ever need a forward-facing lesson, and Cowboys Periscope service is at your beckoning call.
Hey, believe me, I had him in my boat in practice. I said, all right, Dad, gonna get up here and show me something.
It wasn't happening. Hey, how do you think, give me your general opinion on Tyler's River spot. What do you think about that classic spot there, Larry? And doesn't it kind of piss you off that you overlooked it?
Not really.
Good answer.
Things happen for a reason.
Yes.
Tyler at the right spot in the right area at the right time. And he was out there looking around, catching him a few crappie for supper or whatever he was doing. There was a couple of canals there, and oh my, all of a sudden you see giant bass like that roaming around. He was very smart, and he figured out how to catch them. So that doesn't bother me one bit.
Right.
We all know the fish live in the Kissimmee River. They've always lived in there, but there has never really been enough shallow cover for a guy to go in there and do well in a tournament. But forward-facing sonar changed all that, and Tyler was smart enough that he put it together.
Yeah, amazing. Why are you smiling so much, Tyler?
Just cool words, hearing it from him.
Absolutely. And again, man, a classic spot that he found, Larry. I mean, that river spot, just a classic transition area. You've seen it many years on the Bassmasters, many river derbs, and Tyler capitalized on it. Capitalized. Hey, how about the old minefield that the Cowboy was fishing in? That was a minefield, wasn't it? Those stumps where he was at?
Yeah, I almost run plumb off the front of my boat the first day when I was out there practicing. I was kind of blowing a little bit sideways, and I hit a stump, and when I did, the boat stopped, and I wanted to keep right on going. And I come within one step of bailing off in that minefield, and it actually got me for a skag when I hit that stump and jumped it the last day.
Oh,
the
wow.
Same probably that John Cox hit Yeah, I jumped it with my boat, and thank gosh it's a tough boat, and it did not go through my bottom, but it got my skag, and I had to go get it welded back on yesterday, but it looks like brand new now.
Nice. Hey, and thank God all those years Toledo Bend tap dancing on the front deck kept you agile in those stumps. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something. Toledo Bend ain't got squat on Seminole. When you talk stumps, Seminole has got more stumps than any lake in this country. And I mean, they're every 4 foot. In some places, you'll get your boat hemmed up in a little hole, and there ain't but one way out, and that's the same way you came in. Then you have to go back and start over. I mean, and they're all 4 inches under the water, just right to stop you dead in your tracks. And it's the most treacherous, best bass fishing lake I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I've witnessed firsthand. I was with David Fritz, and he was running through the frog like a daredevil. I mean, he was a regular fog demon when Fritz was running that stuff. It was pretty amazing. You legends know how to handle a bassin sled. I'll tell you. Hey, Larry.
Well, he had a trail. He knew where he was going, and he did not go up Spring Creek.
That's right. He knew exactly where he was going. Believe me. Yeah. Hey, Larry, how cool is it that the Cowboy won on a good old plastic worm? Don't you love that?
Yes, I do. You know, the plastic worm has won me many a dollars. Maybe not on a drop shot, but you know, when fishing's tough, that's the way you always go. And I'm just so proud that he put it together, and the fish held up for him for 4 days, and just like they did Tyler. I mean, who would have thought you'd catch fish for 4 days in the Kissimmee River? And, you know, the first 2 tournaments of the year, they had an area to themselves. One of them won perfectly on a pre-spawn bait, which is a jerk bait. In my opinion, you can't beat it. And then Joey wins on a plastic worm. So you just, you know, it's a great start for this year.
Amazing. And the next regular event in the Elite Series is Lake Murray. That's where the 3 you guys are going next, right? It's Murray, right? Yes. In the rich in history, Mr. Nixon. And I know you've been there. How about you, Cowboy? Why you guys look at each other like that? You both looked at each other like you knew something.
You calling me mister, that's why we were looking around.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be proper. I'm so confused. See, that's so weird. I got to be honest. Like, you're a legend, and I've been watching you since I was a little kid, and now I get to hang out with you sometimes. I don't know if I could call you Larry, General, or Mr. Nixon. I don't even know. It's easy for you. You just call me, hey, Stray Cass, you know? But...
Murray?
Yeah, we fished a couple tournaments there back in the day, you know, a few years ago.
You were co-angling?
No, we fished one as a co-angler, one as a boater. So I haven't been on the lake that much, but I can tell you that my history there is not good. So I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, and we fished the Forestwood Cup there. The first year I ever fished professionally, I made the Forestwood Cup and fished on that lake.
Gotcha. And tell me some of your Murray history, General. Mr. General, Mr. General.
I've been there many times. One year I was there in March or April, and I think I was leading it the first day, and for 3 days I was in contention to win that thing, and then it got so cold my old wore out fingers wouldn't reel my rattle trap in no more, so I pretty much bombed out on day 4. But it's a great lake. It's full of bass. The only thing about it is now it's full of blue herring, so it's totally changed the environment from when I fished there the last time. The herring was not in there. And I really don't know what's going to be happening there. I was afraid it was going to be a full-blown spawn, and it may be a full-blown herring spawn, and all the bass be right up on the bank. And, you know, it could be a great tournament. It's going to be a great tournament because I've looked at the weights over there so far this spring, what it's took to win the little tournaments, and it's been pretty big.
Yeah.
Mid-20 early ever tournament.
Upper 20s too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Joey's boss is just been cashing checks over there. Joey's Berkeley boss. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Guy's a
yeah.
Yeah,
he's been like, I think in the past month he's won $10,000 or $15,000. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Brad Rutherford. Yeah, and he's not using the periscope. He's not periscoping.
Hey, we can't take any information.
Oh yeah, that's right. Enough of that. Hey, so talk to me about Murray. How's your history at Murray, Tyler? We're just talking General Murray now. Good job, cowboy.
I've never been there.
You never been there?
Never been. I was thinking about going maybe pre-fish it before heading up to the Classic, and I don't know if I will or not, just because it's just one of those eastern lakes. You know, you got the, like y'all was saying, with the herring, and it could be either on a bank or it could be out in the middle of the open just chasing them herring. So I'm just going to do a lot of research on it, do all the websites, just look up the weights and what I need to do, just what they were doing back then, and go with it from there. And just look at the moons, you know, see what their stage is, how the weather's been. So I'm gonna go with that part. And but one thing I want to talk about too before I forgot is how Larry was saying like how he loves to fish shallow. And an old guy always told me back then, before live scope was even out, and when I was trying to deep fish and ledge fish when I didn't know how, from South Louisiana, he always told me that a 4-pounder deep weighs just as much as a 4-pounder shallow.
That's true.
So I always remember that if I always got to just go back to my roots and get up on the bank and just flip that soft plastic, or just go down there with a chatterbait or something.
Yeah, the hashtag gator tail worm, right, Larry?
Yeah, I was really impressed watching Tyler at Seminole, because when I saw what he was doing up there in that shallow water, throwing whatever he was throwing, it looked like a Cinco or a General or something of that nature, and he was fishing shallow. It might have been the lizard occasionally. I couldn't decide. And then I thought, man, that boy's fishing just like me. He's up there throwing a foot of water and taking his time and being, real thorough. And he did a great job at Seminole. And that was kind of the pattern I got on the first afternoon of the first day. And when I abandoned that ship with Joey down there, I knew I couldn't do that. He was kicking my butt and making me mad. And so I kind of went back up that river and started fooling around. I didn't have the 30 minutes, and I caught about a 3.5 pounder. And the next day I caught 2 good ones. And then I watched the third day with Tyler, and he's up there throwing at that real shallow stuff with a lightweight and a piece of plastic, and he is wearing their butts out. And I was really impressed.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, Larry, I know you got some at the Taj Mahal of poker. You got some stuff going on there at the Poker Palace, and we're not going to keep you too long, General. But I gotta ask you before we get back to these two gentlemen here. Give me a lesson that you have learned so far from your first 2 tournaments back in the Elite Series. A lesson you have learned.
Well, really, the only thing I've learned that I need to spend more time in the boat before the first tournament, and that way I'll get back kind of in the feel of things before the event starts. And even though I had 3 days of practice, that's not enough for a man to really get back in the groove of bass fishing. I was not confident in my bait selection the first day, even though I thought I was. And, when people's catching them all around you on a swim jig, and that's not one of your strong suits, and I'm trying to do the same thing, it just didn't pan out. I should have probably just went back to fishing my way, even though I tried that forever with you, with the Cinco and everything in the boat. And but you got to fish a little bit to really get the season started, to get back in that groove of catching bass. Catching bass is a habit. And when you've been out of that habit for 6 months and out there chasing ducks and chasing deer or squirrels or whatever, you're just not in that habit of catching fish. And I blame that on everything of the first tournament, especially. And, I'm going to get back in that groove between now and that next tournament. Hopefully we're going to have some good weather for fishing, and I'm going to fish quite a bit, hopefully, between now and Murray.
Awesome. Hey, I got to tell you, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard, or one of them. And anybody argue with me? Catching bass is a habit.
Habit.
I love that.
Let me tell you something. When I was hot, I could catch one out of a bathtub. I did not know they did not live in a bathtub.
Catching bass is a habit.
That's how strong that habit was back in the days.
Wow, that's amazing. And you are certainly amazing. Bass Galaxy, give it up for the general. It's Larry Nixon. He's coming at you. He's going to win one of these blues. He's going to have it be 3 of these things sitting there. I can't wait.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is. That's got to get that good mojo off that on that general and get ready. Get ready for Murray, Santa Cooper. Yeah, there it is.
Pass in the mouth right there.
Just the bass?
Yeah, just like Jimmy Houston. Just like your friend Jimmy. Look at you.
Oh, no.
Hey, you can.
Where's your blue trophy?
Yeah, Tyler's right there. You see it now, General?
Well, you can kiss mine too. I mean, if it brings luck.
Hey, General, you can hang out if you want. I'm going to hammer these guys with some Judge Wapner 20 questions. If you want to hang out.
You go right on. My cup's almost empty.
Okay. I don't blame you. Hey, tell everybody inside there that we're going to have the cowboy in real quick. Bass Galaxy, give it up for General right there. It's Larry Nixon. Thank you. Thank you. Larry's won everything. Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, AOY, Bassmaster Classic. Dude's kind of amazing. Hey, we're going to kind of get to know you guys before we get out of here. All right? And then we're going to have you guys on individually, too, because there's so much more to learn about you gentlemen. And we need to interrogate you in private under lights sometime. But today we're going to just learn as much as we can right now. Andy, you got any interrogation music for us? Oh, I like it. Yeah, it's like people court. Judge Wapner. Tyler, we hammered you last time you were on here with a few things. I can't remember. On the Hank Cherry Champ special. I remember that one. So I'll start with you. And don't worry, we're not getting anybody in trouble. I promise. I promise. Nobody's getting canceled. You ready? So the first thing is, Tyler, I want to know. You're a frogger and a puncher. I want to know a sneaky frog. Sneak. Give me a frog sneak, bud. A modification. Come on. Give it to us.
I think it's known now that a lot of people do it, but one, obviously, you always got to cut half of it. I'll cut the tails coming off to maybe a half inch, and then the other one's maybe 1.5 inches long, just real short because you just want that strike zone on that frog and not hitting the legs.
Okay.
But most of my frog fishing's on mats, and I'd put weights up to 1/2 ounce at Guntersville in a frog. And I wouldn't put just one weight. I'd put a lot of like 1/8 ounce or, like 3/8 ounce weights, put a couple of them in tungstens and just get that rattle. And I'd also throw in some jig rattles in there as well.
Aha.
That's my main deal when I'm frog fishing is I'll put as much stuff in there as I can without messing up the hook ratio. And actually with Excite Baits, I've been working for 2 years now on this one frog, and we're almost at the end of it where it's about to come out, and it's everything I described in the frog already, and you don't need to do anything to it but throw it on there and just watch it get eaten.
That's sneaky AF. What do you think about that, cowboy? That's sneaky.
Yeah, it sounds real good. I know some guys around here that put little jingle bells in their frogs too.
Nice. Now I know that to keep this politically correct, have you ever those Lion's Den stores on the highway? You guys know what I'm talking about? Now they sell those little rings. They're vibrating rings. Yes. Now, have you ever heard people putting those in the frogs? The old ring vibrator into the frogs?
No.
Sounds like a straight cast deal.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't make this up. It's 100% true. People are like putting these little ring vibrators from the Lion's Den in frogs. Go ahead.
girlfriend walked in perfect timing on this too. So
you heard it here first. All right, so there's our sneak from Straycast on the Frog. Go to the Lion's Den. Not even.
I have to remember that. That's actually like thinking of it. I guess sounds pretty smart. Just something to give it like sitting in a pocket, a little vibration on the water.
It's one of them Mississippi River rat head tricks. I ain't lying about this. Being serious. Cowboy, you are not afraid of a spin pole. Not afraid at all. Like you're battling biggins in a landmine on a spin pole. Giving 0 Fs. I mean, give me a finesse fishing sneak. I want a finesse fishing sneak from the Cowboy.
Man, I don't know. I really don't know anything. I'm trying to think. You put me on the spot there.
Of course.
Yeah, man, I couldn't think of anything like.
Is there something you do different that you feel somebody else might not with your drop shots or your tackle when you're finesse fishing? Are you just staying basic 101 bassing finesse?
Yeah, I mean, I think I try and so I kind of keep it. Keep it really basic. I mean, that's just kind of how I do. I don't. I mean, maybe there's some things that I probably do that people say, "Well, I can't believe you're doing that," but I can't really think of anything exactly. I would say like a lot of people may use like bigger hooks. Like I was using a real small 1/0 hook on that bigger worm that I was using there. So a lot of people think you might need a bigger hook to, to fit that worm, but you can use small hooks and still get good hook up on the fish and land them. I kind of like it because I think it kind of hides the hook itself, and I think you get more bites doing that. So I guess that particularly, like just thinking about Seminole and drop shot, and that would be kind of my little sneak.
I got you. What was the deal with that oversized spin pole too? Were you using that for a little more meat to get them out of those stumps? Yeah.
The 7.6 Fantasista X rod, like just the 7.6 in general, though, I felt like it was something that you got a 7-foot rod in your hand, and you just don't have that extra length and leverage. And for that particular situation, I got I usually keep those 7.6s for different scenarios, like when I go up north and I go smallmouth fishing. But I got those out particular and got those rigged up because the timber was so thick that I had to really kind of like almost just get more rod out there so I could bring those fish up vertically. Because I'm telling you, man, I was catching them in groups of trees where they were 2 or 3 feet apart, and they'll be sitting right in the middle of them, and you have to it's almost like you're flipping, but you're using a spinning rod. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Nice. Oh, that's a sneak right there. A couple of them, little hook and bigger pole, get them out of the nasty.
Yeah,
there it is. Tyler, take that one to the bank. He did. He took it to the bank.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember all this.
Hey, what's your Tyler? What's your comfort food? I mean, like you're in good shape. You work out, and I mean, you got to eat like shit sometimes. Like, what's your comfort food?
I probably eat like shit a lot of times, but we get back in it. Me and my girlfriend, we get to where we're cooking good. We get the turkey meat. We got the green beans. We got everything healthy, and it just sucks when you would leave for 2 weeks, and I mean, there's nothing on the road that's healthy, that's easy access, but like it's just more of like just watching what you eat and just the protein and the carbs, getting it in, but it's just more of being dedicated to it and going to the gym more and actually burning off what you're eating. So
okay,
I go to the gym a lot, burn a lot of calories just to turn around and drink some beer and put it right back on. So
yeah, I go running so I can eat a half gallon of Haagen-Dazs in the evening. That's why I run. But
and we got it's hard to be healthy, or I say get cut and fit in South Louisiana because you got all this good food You got gumbo, you got the stews, you got the pastelladas. I mean, it's good food after good. Like it's just everywhere, and you can't say no to it. You can never say no to any of the food that your grandparents cook, your mom cook.
No, never do that. That's bad juju. Don't do that ever.
Oh, no. So I mean, you got to eat 2 plates of it, and that's where the bad part is. It's a lot of it's sugar, and it tastes delicious, but at the same time, you got to go right back to the gym to get that off.
Hey, you're not scared to cook either. What's the sakale recipe? How you when you knock the sides off those crappies? What's the special Tyler Rivet secret recipe, bud?
Oh, I'd say 3 eggs, a little bit of mustard in there, and then you throw some Tonys. Of course, you got to have Tonys or just the Cajun seasoning, any kind of Cajun seasoning with Louisiana fish fry. And the secret's to have 1 red pack and then 1 blue pack. You can't have 2 reds; they'll just kind of look like you ate Taco Bell all last night and the next morning. But yeah, you want it enough to where it's enjoyable. But that, and then just a lot of seasoning and Louisiana hot sauce. You got to have the hot sauce. You got to have that kick.
That's a lot. That's a lot. We got to play that back and do Tyler's sakale recipes for your new cooking show coming up.
That's right.
That's hey, who?
I do it almost every week over there. I'm the cook for the house. So
who eats more, Brock or the Champ?
Oh, Brock, 100%.
Yeah, I bet Brock would eat the whole door if you gave him a chance. Like if you put hot sauce on the door, he'd eat it.
Yeah, I think so. I had 15 sakale in the live well at Seminole that morning. I was like, maybe catch 5 more just extra for Brock.
Hey, Cowboy, how about you? What's your comfort food? What do you like? What makes you happy?
A giant T-bone steak.
Yeah, bud. Yeah.
That's my comfort food, man. I love eating steak, especially off the farm and the cattle the steers that I grow and raise and feed out. Like that's my deal. I like eating a good steak.
Yeah, and it's rewarding too. I mean, being a cowboy is hard work, man, and then you actually get to eat what you're doing. You're eating like what you live. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We raise I raise black, just black Angus cattle, and we cross them a little bit, but they're just, it's so good, man. And it's cool to kind of find the right breed, and we pick out, like, we go buy bulls every year and I sell a lot of my beef and my steers and stuff every year, but we always keep one and we eat it. We usually keep the best one, and it's just great to grow something yourself on the farm and eat it, man. That's what it's all about. We got chickens and all kinds of stuff too. We'll go. We just killed a couple of chickens the other day. We're going to eat them up too.
And I like it. That's America right there. Hey, I got a great business proposition for you guys. I'm an idea man. You know that. I think you guys know that about me. I'm the guy that feeds the mayonnaise to the tuna fish to save time making sandwiches. But here's my idea for you guys. You get a little surf and turf company, right? You got fillets and fillets, fish and beefs. Right there. You guys got money. You got capital now. Just invest it. There you go. It might be the first Bassmaster Elite Series champions to ever start a restaurant chain. There it is.
You got the cows. I'll get the sakale.
Yeah. See?
I'm down, man. Do it.
Dude, you guys can have bull riding. There's bull riding. There's an indoor fishing pond where you can catch your own deal, and then they cook it for you. Instead of lobsters, it's just crappies. See? I'm an idea man. Go ahead. These are amazing ideas. You can't tell me they're not.
And we're not that far apart either. Tyler lives in Louisiana, right? And we're neighbors.
Right in Arkansas, right there. Guys, this is a history in the making right here. But hey, Cowboy, let me tell you how dumb I actually am. So 3 years ago, I finally learned that there's a difference between a milk cow and a steak cow. Fighters like, no, dummy, those are steak cows and those are milk cows. I never knew. It was a different thing. I had to go butchering milk cows.
Yeah, it's okay. You're a Yankee. You don't know any better.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. That's what I said too. I didn't know. I didn't know any better. But now I know. I know what I like to eat a cow. You grow those Wagyu ones? What do you call them? Wagyus?
Yeah, Wagyu. No, we don't. I don't do that particularly, but there's a lot of people around here that do. A lot of cattle farmers do that. Yeah.
That man, beef is just American, and so is fillets. Fillets of fish and fillets of beef are just as American as it gets. Add nice cold Coca-Cola and some tin cup whiskey, and boom, you're in business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Tyler, you seem like a guy that likes to jam some tunes, bud. Roll down the highway, windows down, cranking tunes, just being Tyler Rivet. You know what I mean? Flexing, and flexing. What's your jam? What song right now describes Tyler Rivet at this point of your life?
Oh man, a lot of them. I'm just a heavy rock guy, heavy metal. I like to pump up music, just gets going to the gym and then driving all day. I don't really listen. I do listen to country, just not much. It just puts me to sleep. And so it's mainly rock.
Well, give me an example. What are you jamming? What's a tune right now that describes Tyler Rivet, the champion? A song.
Oh man, you could always do like Linkin Park. You could always go to the basics and go with like Linkin. That's one of my walkout song for the elites is One Step Closer.
Yeah,
it's cool. I wish like with Chester, the lead singer that died, he passed away. I just wish I went to see him in concert again before. But they're just one of my go-tos. They got me into the rock music, just listening to them when I'm young. And just listening to the same songs now, they're just as good. But you got all the good bands. I got like Five Finger Death Punch. You got the Breaking Benjamin, Bring Me the Horizon. I go deep into it. Just a lot of the stuff that would make your head hurt when you're banging hard.
You seem like a guy that ain't afraid to just freaking jam. You know what I mean? Cowboy, you could tell that about him, can't you?
Oh yeah, he's a rocker.
Yeah,
no doubt.
How about Cowboy? You seem kind of like a classic rock guy. People might think that I'm a music fan myself, so I get vibes. You know what I mean? And you see, people might think you're a country western guy, but I see you more as a good old classic rock kind of dude. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you got a good feel because that's what I grew up listening to. My dad, we listened to classic rock like all the time. I really like all genres of music except for rap, but I grew up listening to classic rock, just all you name it, man. Like my dad loved Neil Young. We used to listen to a lot of Neil Young.
Oh, heck yeah.
And the Doobie Brothers, Steve Miller Band. I actually play guitar too. My wife's a really good singer. That's kind of how we met. And
awesome.
We play a lot of music in my family. And but if I was gonna pick a song though, like that kind of describes me and that's kind of my jam. And it's not a song I listen to all the time, but it'd be like A Country Boy Can't Survive, by Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of, if I was gonna pick one, that'd be it. But yeah, dude, you're right on, man. I love classic rock. It's that's like the greatest music. All this stuff that's coming out now is terrible to me. Like new country, I don't like.
Oh, pop country's horrible. Pop country is garbage shit. That's all it is.
It's not even country music. I like old school country music. Just Merle Haggard, stuff like that. I know some of it's kind of slow, like Tyler was saying, but it's just a lot of them tell really good stories. And there's one guy in particular, I'd be interested if you know him. His name's Coulter Wall. Have you ever heard of him? He's from Canada.
I don't know him.
Okay, he's really good. He tells some I really like Western movies, so he tells really good stories in his music. I just like a good story, something that means something in a song. So that's kind of what I'm all about.
Storytelling music, the poets of music. I like that. If you're a guitar player, if you were going to pick up a guitar, what's your go-to song? What's the go-to? So somebody says, hey, pick up a guitar, Cowboy. What are you going to play them?
Man, right now I'm on a kick where I'm playing, I'm trying to think of, I've been listening to that guy I was just telling you about, Coulter Wall. I've been annoying my wife with all this music I played around, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, something like that, or probably a classic rock song. I don't know, maybe an Eagles song or something like that. I'm trying to think the name of it, but just, taking it easy or something like that. I'd be jamming, singing it, So that's probably what I'm offhand, because I know him, so.
Big Eagles fan. Hey, and I'm a songbird of my generation as well. So anytime you want to jam, we'll do it. Well, I'm down for a jam, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sing anything. Every time I go out with the Johnstons or Fighter or Robertson, they make me go on stage and sing with bands or do karaoke. Always.
Yeah, me and you would get along well.
Let's do it. We'll get together and do a super rock bassin band. We'll get everybody that jams, and we'll get together and do a band deal at the Classic. I don't know what I'm saying. Man, you guys are champions. That's amazing. Bassmaster Elite Series champions. Look at you, Tyler. Look at you. You're just grinning ear to ear. Cowboy, 2 derps. First year, Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Yikes. You guys feel pressure? You feel pressure from this victory? I mean, I know it's amazing, but do you feel any pressure to succeed now? Tyler, do you feel it?
Yeah, I just can't go out there and suck now. Just no way around it. Got to get back to it. You still got to go do work for the rest of the year. I mean, just because you win don't mean you can make it in a Classic, So you got to get those points. Every point you could get, make them cuts, and still make that money.
Yeah, you have to succeed now that you've bitten the jugular of the blue trophy. What about you, Cowboy? You feeling pressure?
Yeah, I think Tyler hit it on the head. I mean, we as professional anglers, we just accomplished a major goal. I'm sure it was for Tyler to win a tournament, and mine too. It's been a long time that I've been wanting to do that, but people are looking at us, but you need to be consistent. Like, that's to be a consistent angler and continue to be up there and making cuts, and that's what we want to do. And we, ultimately want to bring home money to provide for our family or whatever, but being consistent, I want to do that. Like, I don't want this to just be something that happened and then my career fizzle out. Like, I'm gonna keep fishing just as hard as I was, and gonna keep plugging, man. Trying to keep, maybe my goal is to win another tournament now. So
absolutely. I mean, like I say, you tasted the blood. There's no other choice now. There's no other choice. Now you got a blue trophy. Now you got to win AOY. Now you got to win a Classic, and then you got to get into the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, just like Larry Nixon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what this is. That's what this is. And we always say it on this show, and you guys are a testimony to it, that bassin' ain't easy. Now, sure, there's a lot worse jobs that you guys could have. I mean, you could be a petroleum technician or something like Tyler would have been. That would have been a horrible job, wouldn't it? What is that? What's a petroleum technician?
Basically just work offshore, 14 and 14.
Oh, I got you. That's what that is. Oh, yeah, you would be good at that. You'd make big bucks. But you know what? You'd end up like a doper and drunk half of the year. You'd be out there working hard for like 6 years 6 months and then back for 6 months, just like the crab guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a tough life.
Yeah.
It's just a South Louisiana thing. Everybody does it. If you're in South Louisiana, you're in the oil field. And I mean, that's just where my life was going, just following everybody else in my family, just doing that. And getting up there, just being an operator, just doing something on the rigs or in the plants. And luckily enough, the year I graduated college, I qualified for the Elite Series. So I didn't even have to use those degrees yet.
Worked out well. It worked out well. But it's cool that you got a degree. For all kidding aside, it's really cool that you got a degree in a business that your family has had for years. You could have just went and been like, yeah, I'm working here. I'm Tyler.
Yeah.
When I move over, I'm Tyler. But you didn't. You did it the real way, and that's proper.
had the backup plan that I never plan to use.
Yeah. Hey, just like you had at Okeechobee. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a plan B, but if plan A works, more power to you. Cowboy, I guess you'd be a cowboy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be
singing
working
cowboy.
I mean, man, I don't know that. Like, my dad instilled in me hard work and going after your goals and stuff. Like when I was a kid, so I would be whatever I would be doing. I think I'd be successful at and doing good. So I don't know which way I would go. I planned on going to physical therapy, and then I met Larry Nixon, and that all changed, So, but yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I can tell that you both have a tremendous support group as far as family, friends, mentors that help you to achieve the success that you've achieved. I saw your dad at the event, and Joey, I could tell he's a Bob Seger fan. Your pop's got to be a Bob Seger fan. I could tell. And Tyler, I got to say how special it was to us bass fishing fans to see you making mention to your grandma. And just how cool that really was, because I know how important it is to me as an individual what my grandparents played as a role in my quote unquote fishing career. And it was just really cool and real, very real for you to thank your gram. I loved it.
It's because of them. They're the reason we live here and the reason I do what I do. It's the hunting, the fishing, and then the cooking. I learned everything from my great grandma that passed, and she taught me everything from the cooking to the garden. And now I love doing gardens and stuff at the house. It's just like a good deal just to chill out and now that she's gone, I still go over there and I'll fix up her garden and do it. It's just a good place to just think about yourself and have it to yourself. And she was a good lady, and I guess she was up there watching me that first tournament, just first 2 tournaments. Hopefully all year she's definitely going to be watching. But it was always funny because I go over there every day, and every day she'd be like, "Oh, you need to get you a real job. You need to go get you that job. That fishing's not a job." And
that's awesome.
So to win one, it's definitely for her.
Isn't it amazing that you felt her presence? And Joey, I don't know if you've experienced this at all of a loved one or a past. When you're out there fishing, it's so real to us anglers. I've felt my grandfather with me so many times on the water. And not I'm not a professional angler. I just talk about fishing. But I mean, you know what I mean? Just on a weekend excursion, I felt him with me out there. And that's
yeah. I have too. I've lost my. I only have one grandparent left, and here in the past 2 years, I've lost my grandpa and my both my grandparents on my dad's side. So, I feel that all the time. They were huge supporters of me, and they didn't care what I did. They wanted me to achieve my goals. So I had those moments myself too.
I wonder, gentlemen, if this happens to people in other sports. Like, does this happen to people that play golf or shoot hoops? Like, or is it because, or I don't know, is it because we're in tune with nature out there? I don't know. I just wonder. I'm poised on that one.
I think you're right with that part, just because we're out there and it's either you, the fish, and just the good man up there.
Yeah.
That's all you got to talk to out there.
Yeah, it's a direct connection. 100%. It's pretty magical. And I got to bring it back to this because I need some words of wisdom from you gentlemen before we get out of here. Tournament fishing is not easy. It's a grind. It kicks so many people's peckers in the dirt. I don't know how else to put it. All right? And so many people quit and get out just because they can't handle it. It's too much for them. And you guys are examples of persevering and coming through in your own time. Hey, Joey's happened a little quicker than yours, Tyler. But I know there's been times where you both have been like, screw this. This is dumb. I'm going to do something else. But you keep going. So, Tyler and Joey, getting out of here, I want you guys to give the Bass Galaxy, bass fishing tournament anglers at all levels out there some words of advice to keep kicking ass. You want to go first, Tyler?
Sure.
Go ahead, bud.
I'd say, just like I tell all the high school kids, every time I go there to a new high school, or just the ones I go to every week or every month, I always tell them, like, I ask them, like, just guess how many tournaments I've won through my whole career. And this was before last 2 weeks. But just guess how many tournaments I won in the past: Elite Series, college, just everything, just through all those hundreds and hundreds of tournaments I fished. And they'd guess like 8, 6, 2, 3, 1. And I would tell them, like, none. I haven't won any. And I'm still out here doing it. So it's just one of those deals. You have to keep going and get there. And one day you'll reach a goal. And I was able to reach my goal. And now that goal is just a little stepping stone I'm using to get to that next goal. Like Joey was saying, now that we got one, let's go for another one or get to that AOY, you know? So you get to one goal, don't stop, keep going. And just keep fishing. It could happen any cast, or it could happen at any day, you know, just like at Okeechobee. I never thought that was going to be a winning spot, and I just went with it. And if you got a chance to win, go for it.
Hell yeah. Don't save them, burn them. Burn it up.
Burn them all.
Oh.
And that's what I did at Seminole.
Good words of advice. Hey, how about you, Cowboy? What do you guys say?
What I would say to people out there listening and watching is, you can't be afraid to fail. People that are successful in life, they take a chance. And another thing is, like, which is so important, is writing your goals down. I just did an article with Bassmaster on this. If you get a whiteboard, I have a whiteboard in my shop, and I got to check off a lot of stuff here recently, and it's got my goals written down exactly, you know, like make a top 10. That was one of my goals this year, make a top 10. Done that. Win a bass tournament, win a Bassmaster Elite tournament, you know, make them specific. Check that one off. You know, I had some other goals on there outside of fishing that I've checked off, but the thing is to write your goals down somewhere you can see them every day. And because if you see those, it's always going to remind you, and you're going to be able to achieve those goals. So, and so that, I think that's really important, is setting goals in life, and you can't be afraid to take chances. A lot of people ask me all the time, like, how do I get to where you're at? And if you need to go work and make, you know, a bunch of money to pay the entry fees to fish the Bass Opens, well, then go do that. Don't fish you know, fish on your off time, but like, go make that money to do it, and then, you know, roll the dice, man. Put it out there. You have to take the chance, or else if you don't take that chance, you're never going to succeed. So I think that's the main thing, is do whatever it takes, you know, to achieve your goal.
Yeah, I like it. And don't be afraid to throw it at the wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think you guys will both agree that not taking a chance and having a hinge on your knee and kicking yourself in the ass is one of the worst feelings in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys are examples of freaking kicking ass right there. That's Tyler Rivet and Joey Cifuentes the third. He's the Cowboy. And they're Bassmaster Elite Series champions. Yeah, hold up them trophies. Where's yours, Tyler? Come on. Where's the trophy? Come on, T. Come on, T. Let's see.
Get it.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, come on. We're dueling trophies right here. Come on. Yeah, there it is. One more time. Bassmaster Elite Series champions, Tyler Rivet and Joey Cifuentes. Yes. You guys are amazing. I hope you had fun tonight. Did you guys have fun?
Had a blast. Do it every night.
Yeah, let's do a show every night. You want to do a Cowboy and Tyler?
My girlfriend's looking at me with the eyes of she's got work on some nights, so
I will do it every other night. Cowboy will do a show every other night. How's that?
every other night.
My wife probably wouldn't like that.
Every third night, and then the other nights the general sits in for you guys. How's that? Deal?
Perfect.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I'll see you guys soon on this road to happy destiny. And again, amazing accomplishment. Awesome. Thanks, boys.
All right.
Thanks so much. Peace.
See ya.
Appreciate it. See you, Tyler.
See you soon, man.
See you in a couple weeks.
Champs, bud. Champing it up. Great words, right? Champions think alike. I noticed that. Champions think champion thoughts. If that makes any sense. People that win. Hey, speaking of people that win, we got 3 prizes, right, Jenj? 3 of them. So we're giving away. You got prize music?
Yeah.
I like it. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. This is the 3 prize banger. You gotta say banger a lot.
All right.
Say banger. It's a popular word. Hashtag banger. Hashtag IYKYK. Hashtag BDE. Bass Dictated Energy. You ready?
Yep.
All right, so we are giving away an Abu Garcia Revo X spin reel, the same one that Joey Cifuentes used to win Seminole. He had 15-pound X5 Berkeley braid, and he had 12-pound Trilene 100% 4-carbon weeder on there. Revo X reel. Ginch?
Yeah.
You got a winner?
Yep.
The Revo X winner is
Christopher Kelly.
Chris Kelly.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good Irish guy.
Good Irish guy.
Yeah.
For
Or it
March.
could be a lady. It could be,
They
I
all
don't know.
sound Irish
Yeah,
for
everyone
March.
was
That's
Irish. That's
kinda
all that
weird.
matters. Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly Doherty. She was one of my first girlfriends. Yeah. Next up is the Hank Cherry Champ Stunner Pack that he lent to his bestie.
Yeah.
His bestie won 100K on. Tyler Rivet pack. What do we got for the stunners? Compliments of Berkeley.
Eric Fitch.
Eric Fitch.
All the Irish guys.
What are you doing? It is St. Patrick's
It's
Day
March,
month.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is March Madness. I see this.
We picked
My name's
All right.
Patrick. Patrick was a saint. I ain't. It's March 1st. Happy March 1st. Ides of March. Is that a thing? Did it happen today?
No.
When the
14
still
more days.
sea conspires in armor?
14 days.
I don't know. Something like that. Now get this. This is the Whiskey Gypsy, Luke Foley, Tin Cup, official brown liquor of Bassin giveaway. Swag bag fun patch. Don't be surprised if there's a little hooch in there, if you know what I mean.
Wink, wink.
A little hoochie. Let me tell you a story about a Minnie the Moocher. Do we have that music?
No.
I like Minnie the Moocher. Hey, anyway, you know that song? Hidey, 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 hi. That'd be a good one, Ginge. Hey, anyway.
Yeah.
Tin Cup. Let's fanfare it. Who do you got? Roberto Clemente. He didn't win. Manny Sengian.
Ready?
Yes.
Joshua Lewis.
Joshua Lewis. Come on down. Josh Lewis, you won the deal. And then Finch, what's his name? Stifler's mom? Stifler's mom won. And then what was the other guy? Irvin Kelly. Something. I don't know. But all you winners tonight, all you got to do is direct message J.R. Ewing at the Straycast Bookface page. Do, a da, a Rastafari is all I got to say to you. Yeah, man, it is good to be back at the Straycast show. Wow, what just happened there? I felt like I was sublimed for a minute. Ginge, I'm so happy to be back Bass Fishing Talk showing. Are you? How do you feel? Talk to me. Put the microphone down. Major Tom to ground control. Tom to ground control. This is ground control to Andy Ginge.
What's up?
I don't know. How you feeling, bud? We're good. We're going to the Bassmaster Classic. You got a cold? Do you have a cold? Gosh dang it, Ginge. Do you need to go to your room? Do you need NyQuil, DayQuil doses? Do you need? You want to robe out?
Uber drive.
You want to do Robitussin together later?
No.
I don't either. Ginger, we're going to the Bass Classic.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's that time. Bass and Classic. Bass season is here. And so is Straight Cast. Hey, it's been an amazing show. I got to thank you, Mr. Ichikawa, for your poison-darted hooks. Got to see those firsthand in Mr. Clun's boat. Sims Fishing. You know who looks amazing in Sims? John Cox. You ever see him when he's not in Sims? He looks way better in Sims. Hey, 10 Cup Whiskey, you're the official brown liquor of Bassin'. And dang it, thanks, Luke. Thanks, Court. Alpha Angler, I leaned on them rebounds and them Zillas, bud. In Florida. I ain't gonna kid you. Leaned on them, and leaned on them hard. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Pops, at Alpha Angler. Hey, Half a Spot official. Cool to see the people that signed up for the Half a Spot Derb. There's all kinds of cool stuff going. Download the Half a Spot app today. Dan Bravarni Swim Jigs. We miss you and love you. I hope you know that. Impulse Lithium. Seriously, you should have seen them at practice at Seminole in use and Fighter's Boat, giving 0 Fs, plowing through crap. 10, 12, 14 hours in a day doing it. Waterland. I saw fish I never saw before. Waterland. Berkeley Abu Garcia. Gracias. Gracias, amigos. Crestliner boats staying afloat. Power Pole, the new trolling motor, can be yours next week. Hey, and all the fine products that you see on the Stray Cat Show or hear about, discussed in these adventures are available at omniafishing.com. Hey, next week we got a show that you're not going to believe. It's so silly. It's a silly show. It's greasy AF. See you next week, Bass Galaxy. Until then, I bid you peace. Peace, I bid you. Put the power poles up. Put them up. Double tap or single tap. That.